Right in the headquarters of the East African Community in Arusha, Tanzania, I am Winnie Stirino with this special program on what is trending in the East African Community Assembly. It has been a week now since the East African legislators were on a loggerhead on issues of irregularities on recruitment process to the East African community. We shall be having details on what transpired in the East African community in general and in the assembly. But for now, let's have a recap from my colleague James Sarusi.
After almost a week battling what was seen as irregularities in the recruitment exercise that was held in the East African community recently, the Council of Ministers of the regional bloc has finally taken it upon themselves to resolve what the members said was against the treaty.
They just saw the test. Now they will see the real action.
If they don't come back to us quickly, definitely we'll bring the motion back and fight for justice.
South Sudanese will be on the look. This will be on the look.
They have to identify which organ are going to be given to South Sudan, and which director are going to be given to South Sudan, and which position in other position, junior position, are going to give it to South Sudan.
This was a battle that fragmented the East African Legislative Assembly. South Sudan's voices stood against the procedure of recruitment in the East African community, which they say was cheating the young member state.
We are in the fourth year of being members of the East African community, and we have less than 5 people employed in the secretariat and all the institutions of the East African community. And we realized that even, almost 100 South Sudanese applied. Only 14 are shortlisted. And even those 14 members, they are competing with other, it's not like a guarantee thing. So if we follow this method of recruitment, in the end, we'll only have 1 or 2 people.
And we are saying that for us to move forward with the spirit of the community, the current process has to be altered. It has to be stopped. Also, as an MP coming from South Sudan, representing people of South Sudan, we have a position. We are divided, but I'm also on the side of the majority. So, as members of the South Sudan, we felt the current process must be stopped.
Backed by the full board of 9 legislators of the Ugandan chapter, the heat debate was not going to end smoothly in the East African Legislative Assembly sessions.
And this may not be a consensus issue, but it's a very critical administrative issue. And since Uganda has taken exception of the process, I think it's only important that the other partner states give Uganda a chance. Uganda has expressed its opinion and has suggested that the process be halted until the partner states are furnished with that information.
The issue was not about emotion being a motion of Uganda, no. This was a motion of principles that you are breaching the treaty. You are breaching the quota system. If there's any country that is supposed to have the highest number of people shortlisted, is the Republic of South Sudan. And then there's this lie of thing of affirmative action. Affirmative action only works when you are applying the quota system, because it means the country does not have a lot of people employed. So when you are doing recruitment and shortlisting, you must ensure that they have the people with the most points. Many people are shortlisted from those countries. But unfortunately, this was not done.
The 6 legislators from South Sudan chapter said the recruitment exercise was not favoring South Sudan, and they wouldn't let it go smoothly without objection.
Our issue is the fact that the irregularities have to be addressed. Now, how did the irregularities come about? Because what the regulation says very clearly is before any recruitment exercise happens, every partner state has to be informed about their quota, whether they have the points to apply for these positions or not. That didn't happen. To me, this is just diversion. Trying to reduce the discussion that is to do with South Sudan or Uganda is taking away from the real issue, which is the irregularities. So let us not change the subject and reduce it. It is a regional parliament, it's not a parliament of South Sudan, and it's not a parliament of Uganda. So I want to stress again, the issue that we are fighting, these irregularities have to be looked into. The regulation has to be followed, and within the regulation, we as South Sudanese, we will get our right, and also other partner states will also get their right.
But we in South Sudan, we deserve to be given a special consideration, to be given affirmative action, to be given our quota so that our people apply and then join the organs and institutions of organization. Like what was done when Rwanda, when Burundi and Rwanda joined in 2007, they were given a special consideration, and they were given certain number of positions which they had to, to apply for and then join the organization. This thing has not been done. We have been 4 years here in this organization, and it has not been done. Recently, when the recruitment was done, it should have been conveyed to South Sudan that this number is being given to you to let your people apply. But this thing has not been done. The time that is being done now at the end of the process, I don't think that it is going to bring results. So we cannot follow anybody. We have the right, as an equal member of this organization, really to get involved in the process of, of getting our people into the organization, so that people in South Sudan feel that they are part of this bloc.
This friction in the Regional Assembly left South Sudan chapter unbalanced over how the position of South Sudan's interest was going to be represented.
Because we cannot allow this process of the recruitment to be done. If it is done now, that means South Sudan are not going to get any good position in the community. It must stop. And our position is this 17 institution, which head by executive director and deputy director, the affirmative action should apply on those positions. And it will make very clear, according to Clause 5 on the quota system, that South Sudan, you have to take healthcare center in Bujumbura, and only eligible people who are going to apply should be South Sudanese. That means we are not going to compete with other partner states. Our quota system should be given to us as the South Sudanese. We are not going to compete with others. That's why we support this motion, and we are not even going also, if they are not going to implement it, we will move it again and do another petition. So we have to secure our people to compete among themselves.
South Sudanese will be on the look. They will be on the look. Once this process is reopened, they should just apply and follow the requirements. That is what is needed. We are here to represent their interests, and we therefore request that they also follow the laid down procedure, because if we can defend their interests and what they do is not right, then definitely it's going to come back to us. So you are defending this and this has not happened. What is the reason? So this will be able to give us a very good candidates that when we talk about them, we have the power and we have the authority to talk about them. So all what is needed is, please, if you're applying for these jobs, make sure that you have the required requirements.
I therefore request, Honorable Speaker, that the House defers the consideration of this motion to allow us, the Council of Ministers, to address it, and that thereafter the House will be informed accordingly.
So, honorable members, now the question is that this matter be referred to the Council for consideration. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay.
The outcome of the Regional Council of Ministers meeting will be tabled to the Regional House for members to ensure it meets the demands that had been put forward to the House.
With those concerns in that report, we are going to talk to the legislators, the East African legislators representing South Sudan. Come along with me.